Hey, how you doing, CBW? Started in a few minutes, as per usual. I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm gonna play 2 games. What are you doing today? Hello, welcome everybody. We'll get started in 1 minute. Got a 15 like gamer goal, so if you smash it, I appreciate it. Let's see if I can get to it. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome if you guys can get me to 15 likes. If you're new, hit that subscription button, hit the bell for notification. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. We'll get started in 1 minute here. That's my cat scratching. Totally. I'm going to turn on some tunes.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on
Welcome,
EA
everybody.
Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's head up to Nashville.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Oh, was that
when
enough?
you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 9 catches, 73 yards. Blanchard.
And I'd certainly expect them to knows how to get open.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
I don't know what song I'm listening to.
Back to the air on second down. Blanchard. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw. Blanchard. Open man right side is Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Back to throw. Blanchard. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now in this...
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants take it right down and score the opening drive.
Tell me about it.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look,
My
they gave up the
cat's scratching
touchdown,
the ball.
but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter.
Better than the
That's when
box and the
knockout
wall.
occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that.
Oh, barely made it.
drives. No problem there on the extra
What's up? What's up, brother?
And it's now
What
a
are you doing?
7-0
Work?
game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Yeah.
Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And do not be fooled by his demeanor. I
No,
know
it
he's
sounds sick
quiet,
to
he's
say,
serene, he's an avid surfer, he's from Hawaii. But this guy wants to dominate you out in the football field, and often does.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
My life is not good without
on the
working.
ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Not a very
That's
fruitful
a first
life.
down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I'm barely existing.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better
Life
be
chewed me up and
giving
spit
them
me
a
out,
whole lot
man.
of credit and thanking him for that much space to run with.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And
What the hell was that?
incomplete.
There's nobody even there.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one
Neutral
there.
zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his
course you got a
linebacker
penalty.
spot.
And sometimes a position, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Yeah.
And they'll run it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Can't stop these guys.
Plenty
Holy
of things to
crap.
talk about here, partner, but to me,
Fine.
their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mariota now to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35.
That's what I get for playing all pro, though.
Tennessee
hard.
getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
How's it going?
throwing again on
Welcome.
2nd down,
Whoever's there.
but this time it's incomplete.
Come say hi.
Seems
Let's
like
give you
this
a shout out.
defense, especially the secondary, has really been
Smash that thumbs
contesting
up button
about
for me.
every throw in this
Got a
first
15
half.
like goal. I don't know if I'll
A
get to
good
it.
half-court defensive
Gotta play 2
basketball
games.
team.
Hey,
Every
Matty.
time a pass is right there and
Yeah,
gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now the third down
Oh,
throw incomplete as well. And the third down pass falls incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught
playing football.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Brain insane in the membrane today.
The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on.
Worried.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, he's pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looking to throw. Blanchard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
There you go.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sounds like a plan.
Looking to throw on second down. Blanchard. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
Oh, that was a wicked catch.
It's third down. On 3rd and 2, Blanchard. And he
couldn't hang on.
Through the
That's crappy.
Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it.
Oh, my God.
And who's got it?
That just happened.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He
couldn't hang on.
hold it. Got hit.
Son of a...
Pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Blanchard.
Oh, get in there, son of a bitch.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Of course, Barkley got injured. Why wouldn't Barkley get injured?
While the training staff
Why
takes
wouldn't
a
that
peek,
happen,
we'll
right?
take a break. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Shoulder what? Shoulder tear.
Took it
There you
all
go.
the way to the 1.
And he's
in
out.
the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it?
Just started my
If you get all
season
the way
and
down to the
Saquon
1-yard
Barkley
line,
is injured.
Isn't
My
that supposed
first
to be
string
a
running
play
back.
in the end zone that
Slow
culminates in a
golf clap.
touchdown for your team?
And per
Lucky
usual,
I
it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go
last
Of course they did, but of course head
draft
coach
I got a first
defers
round
back
running
to
back.
him, and he made the
So
decision.
I might be
Let's get
okay.
3 out of this. Make sure we get some points.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try
Yeah, no
something?
shit.
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned
Suck
they're
it up,
down,
Buttercup.
they're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something
Shoulder
goes
tear. He's
wrong,
out.
you may
I
have put
wonder how
yourself
many
in a
weeks this is
spot
gonna
where you
be.
may not be
Thank
able to
God
come
in the
back
draft I got a
second
first
half.
round running back.
Managing risk
And I
is a
hope he's
big decision here.
decent. I gotta go look now. I'm scared. Oh, is he at least an 80? Please be an 80. A rookie running back. First. Oh, I can't go to it. Why can't I go to it? Why am I locked? Oh, because the play started.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Yeah.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to go in the first half of play.
My cat's snoring in the background, everybody. 82. Okay. Well, it's no Saquon Barkley, but... Oh, they got the 2-year experience one. And then the rookies in third. Okay. Well, could be worse. Go with it.
You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mariota from the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
I don't think the injury report will be up yet. Holy cat, you're noisy. To be announced. To be determined. Okay.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Titans getting set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mariota to throw it. Oh, he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Yes.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that.
Let's try the second stringer here. See how it can run.
Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Stick with it again.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Blanchard, they'll complete this.
Oh, he yelled him. Trying to make him fumble. Holy crap.
At the 46-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Still haven't. Oh, God.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Blanchard. It's caught, Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't
Was that a
They
yard?
tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Yeah. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw on second down. Blanchard to Shepard, complete over the middle.
Nice.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We're in the 4th.
It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Throwing on first down. Blanchard. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He finds Beckham complete and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he finds Shepard.
Nice.
Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Got the work out for them now.
The
Just got to hold them off for 4 minutes.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not on the team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd down, Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Zip, move,
Throwing is Mariota, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got to.
Oh, my God, this is painful.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Mariota, he finds Corey Davis. 12 yards.
They're at least going to get 1 touchdown. You see that coming.
It's another 1st down.
If he's their best threat on offense,
there's no way the game won't let them get a touchdown.
On defense, it doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Beat it.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Set!
They keep it on the ground. Mack
Oh.
again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Set!
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Mariota
We're going to start whipping it down.
6 for 6 since coming back
They
out
have
of the
to.
locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I can't see them being
Time for a
methodical
break.
now.
We'll come back and see this one out.
Let's assume they're going
after
far.
this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down throw for Mariota.
Yeah, it
And his
is.
man complete over the
There it
middle.
is.
It's Castillo. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing, Mariota.
Peanut butter cheered for Texans.
And he will
There you go.
score. Touchdown, Titans. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And
How's
the
it going, peanut
Titans
butter?
are able to make this a
What's
close
up?
game again.
Smash that thumbs up for me.
I'm not sure win-win is
I'm
the
playing as the
proper term
Giants.
here,
I'm the
but it
coach for
certainly
3rd
felt
season
like
now.
They got the touchdown they needed.
Haven't been fired yet.
If I'm on the
And yes,
defensive
I
side
can get
of the ball,
fired.
Okay,
It's a thing.
you got the touchdown. It sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively,
An actual
you're
thing.
probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play
So they're going to go for
drive that
onside
would
kick.
eat up a little
Well,
more
they're
time
not.
than they were
Wow,
hoping.
I'm
You're
shocked.
exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you
Why would they
build
go for an
up
onside
momentum
kick?
and even more hope when
Huh.
they had to slog their
That's
way
weird.
downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had?
That's
on
good.
him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage.
Oh, see,
Someone
that's
needs
what they're
be
trying to
there.
do.
So
They're
it's
hitting
not
me
what
so
we call
hard.
free release,
The
where
game's
just
trying to
gets
make
into
me
the route
fumble.
so easily.
And it
Once you
just
build
might
up
happen.
momentum and speed,
With hits
forget
like
it,
that.
you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away
I
at
see
his
what the
timing,
game's doing.
and then make sure you have a 2nd person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong, usually for one person to handle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this.
There it is.
They get the
There it
turnover.
is.
It's intercepted.
I see what the game was doing.
Picked off at the 35.
I see you.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the
The
fourth.
game definitely knows
All
when it's
you talk
losing.
about
The
is
AI.
taking care of the football, and
all pro
especially
level.
with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Castillo. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just
Of course they made it. Oh my
Looks
god.
like they want to finish this one off.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He's back to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Back to throw.
And there it is. All tied
It's
up.
a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Hey, how you doing?
So getting the big touchdown they need.
Thank you, man.
And now the kick is blocked.
I blocked the kick? Well, holy crap. Holy crap. I just blocked a kick. Look at that. Oh my god, yes! Oh my god!
So with just under 40 seconds to go,
Oh,
you figure this is going to need to
didn't
bounce their
get
way
my
if
defense
they have
for onside
any
kick.
shot. The
Let's
Giants
retry
going to
that.
go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them
There we
with
go.
2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, holy man. Tell me. Oh, look at that. He just dove for that.
Just about put a
Thanks,
camera
man.
on this
Holy
one.
crap.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately,
Holy
they couldn't
crap. I've never blocked. That's the first time I remember blocking. They've blocked me many a times. When the game's losing, I've got blocked tons. But I've never made a block that I can remember. Well, holy crap.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when
Let's kneel it here.
Well, when you score on special teams, 92%
Hashtag
of
play
the time
smart.
you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, holy crap. I can't believe that happened.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want
And they got timeouts, so.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans.
Well, let's use up all their timeouts.
34 seconds to go in the game.
Do what we gotta do. No problem. Have a good one.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Oh my god, there you go. I won. Let the clock run out. Kneeled 3 times. They used all their timeouts.
Well, Brandon, they're getting it to and this time they're able to take a
W
at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0
Can't believe that
start.
happened.
Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right
Holy
now.
crap. I'm taking it. That was a hell of a defensive play.
A road win in the National Football League.
A road win.
You never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Woohoo. Let's go see how long Barkley's gone for now. I'm scared to look. Oh, it's not bad. 2 weeks. Shoulder tear. The other guy, 3 weeks. Oh, that's not bad. I'll take it. Could have been a hell of a lot worse there. He's dead. Well, he's just dead technically for 2 weeks, so. My other halfback's okay, so. Okay is better than suck. Eagles next. Oh, this should be good. So this will be my last game. I usually play 2 games at a time. It's usually a long enough stream and killed some time. I gotta go do some stuff. Eagles, Giants. Giants at home. Maybe I'll do 3. I don't know. Hashtag wait and see, I guess. See how I feel after this. I got stuff to do. Oh, that's good.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band together, your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gonna run it to the left. Let's see here. Get a couple yards there, buddy.
Right back to
there you go, that
first
boy.
Down.
Got more than that. Oh, just about 10 then went backwards. Who runs backwards?
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll
No,
make
give
it
him 9 and
so.
3/4 yards.
Now that was an excellent.
Oh, there you go. Upper arm fracture. Odell Beckham Jr.
Some people doing a little bit more.
There you go.
Tight ends, they're expected to block.
Odell Beckham is gone. Saquon Barkley is gone.
And create extra space. You've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Oh, I guess I'm going to have a shitty year.
All right, here we go.
I'm trying my best.
And they'll run it here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 2nd down, Blanchard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And
another injury, Ingram. Ingram is gone. My tight end is gone. My best wide receiver is gone. And my running back is gone. Interesting.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at
there you go. Hey! Oh, it's showing Ingram.
46, and that'll bring up 4th.
Bruised ribs. Well, he can come back when he can come back. I don't want him more injured.
Like a check down
I'm
situation.
not going to force him to come back and then injure him. Because I already got 2 major guys on. So when his little bruised ribs are better, he can come back.
Unable to get it done.
Not going to take that risk.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Line. Waiting.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him
All
over-reliable.
3 are gone. Ingram should be back sometime in the game. But yeah.
Even that little gentle push off in order to get open.
At least Ingram will be back by tight end.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
But upper arm fracture for Odell Beckham, so he'll be gone for weeks.
I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses.
Another week for Saquon.
My guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd.
Hoping to hold them to 3 here.
2 straight shots on the ground.
Last
now
chance, then they're going to kick it
go
for
to
3.
the air.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play
Stop
action
them.
since you ran it
Yes.
twice.
3 it is.
But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down
I
territory.
have to agree with that one. I put him on the trade block to see if anybody wants him too. See if I can get a better draft pick or something down the road.
Field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis.
Maybe see if anybody, nobody's accepted it yet. Nobody wants him. Now nobody's going to want him. No, I'm really screwed.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A good drive.
First, the guy I had on the trade block got hurt.
They could not punch it
So
in.
much for the trade.
The defense too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break.
I want to like a number 2 or
or
number 1 or 2 draft pick next year. Extra, but it ain't gonna happen now. Oh, Ingram is back. That's a good thing.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Blanchard finds Roberts left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so
Depending
here's
on
2nd and
Shepard
4.
here. Get open, Shepard.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Blanchard. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well,
Try to
you
run
almost
for the
forget that
one.
someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create. Space up front, really well done.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blanchard, quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ingram or Shepard, see if it's open.
To throw on 2nd down. Blanchard. This will be caught at about the 5.
Damn it.
And able to break
Didn't get any
1
yards
tackle,
on that.
but then quickly brought
1 yard.
down.
Wow. I got 3 to go
That's
here.
good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
4th and inch is going to take it and tie it up here.
It's just their first, so they'll have
That's
2 remaining
crappy,
here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out onto the field comes Traquan Smith and the rest of the offense. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
They set up the screen to Ajayi, and he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Sunday. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
What the hell's a flag on? This should be good.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Oh, here we go.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Blanchard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Blanchard on the crossing route, complete. It's Roberts. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Looking to throw. Blanchard. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far.
Forcing completion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now.
Oh,
the new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense. Because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 30 yards there.
Hang in there now.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Nice to see you. Smash that thumbs up button for me. What's up?
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
You?
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down to 24.
Annie, you
Tough
okay?
first half for him,
You
unable
okay,
to put
Annie?
up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game
You've
and
been
on the
struck
stat sheet
by
as well.
On play action, it's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught.
Oh, that was a nice touchdown.
Philadelphia.
I'll give him credit. That was an amazing touchdown.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles
That
are
was a
able to catch
freaking
it
wicked
in for
touchdown.
6. And they use that height on the outside to get
They
the
deserve that one. Holy
We've
crap.
seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Roberts on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blanchard. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd and 2, Blanchard. And he's got his favorite target yet.
Might have been
again.
enough.
It's
I don't know.
And he's got the 1st down yardage.
And it
before
was.
he's brought
Holy
down
lucky.
at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Blanchard. Incomplete.
Oh, nice stop by
Almost
them.
intercepted.
That was a nice stop.
They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the
about,
receiver because You've got to read
60
those
Fahrenheit
zones
here
and
in
where the
middle
open
Canada.
spots are and
Sunny.
be on the same page with the guy throwing the
With a
football.
cool breeze.
Because sometimes you're throwing it
What is
in
it there?
front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between
Where exactly
the zones.
are you?
Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot.
I know you're
and
in the
we
southern
can sit
states.
down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Blanchard. This will be caught at about the 5.
Ah, well, yeah.
And he'll be
hot.
brought down this time
Definitely
at
hot
the
there.
5-yard line.
That's cool.
Only 3
That's
yards
awesome.
there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
New
I
Orleans.
laugh
That's
when
where I
people
always
say,
wanted
what's
to
the
go.
toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a
That's
good
cool.
receiver.
That's awesome.
That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Someday I'd love to get there
trying to get to the
before I
football.
pro.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. Blanchard.
Oh, they stopped me, son of a bitch.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard
Oh, it's not over yet.
line.
I'll
Able
just
to
be down
hold
1
it to just
point.
2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, they're making me go
Didn't get
for
what
it.
they wanted on that play. That
Oh,
means it's a
I'll go for it.
big-time decision on
If I
what
don't
you
get it, I
call
don't get
on
it.
4th down.
Absolutely.
And I didn't get it.
Field goal here.
Oh,
Doesn't do
so
much
close.
good.
I tried.
And he's not gonna
It's worth a
get
shot.
there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and
I had to
goal
go
from
for
the
it.
2.
In the
And this
game.
Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's
That's a decent game there, but it
2:35
hasn't been his
Eastern.
best game overall. So I
Oh,
wonder
I
what the
gotta run, I'll
mindset
be
is of
back.
his team.
After a pickup of only a yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hurts over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Wentz to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Briggs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Wentz. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now Wentz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Well, there, I can still play it.
All right, here we go.
I thought I had
Green
to
39! Green 39!
And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to float this one deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on third.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the